Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. We'll be taking a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards and then using the tarot to get more details. And this is good for the week of September 21st through the 28th. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And keep in mind that not all messages will resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And you'll probably notice I have kind of a new format here. So, I'd love to hear in the comment section how you feel about this new format. Do you like seeing the cards? You'll be able to see the cards a lot more clearly this way. Or do you like to have like the eye-to-eye contact when I'm doing the readings the other way? So we'll try it this way for this week and see how it goes. Okay, so let's start with your Sacred Soul Travelers Oracle card. Let's see what we have here. Choosing your path. All is possible. Yeah, so, Sag, it's about... we just ended the Virgo season where we're letting things go. People, situations, objects, and stepping kind of into this Libra balanced energy. And I feel like you're at this crossroads. This is definitely a crossroads, because you're getting to choose the direction that you're wanting to go in. And, with all is possible, it's Spirit saying you can really choose whatever you want. It's a lovely Fool's type energy about just surrendering to the journey, going forward in a very lovely way. And I think it's interesting because we just had the autumn equinox, and look at the leaf color on the tree here. It's about stepping into this new energy, embracing, what is ahead. Okay, now let's see what we have here, the land between. Yeah, Leo had a very similar type of message. It's, as we go from the Virgo season where we're letting things go and then go into the Libra season, it's like, you have, say, Virgo over here and Libra here. You kind of like in this in-between area, and we call that the void. Because what's happened is when you were in Virgo season, you let go of, people, situations, relationships, objects. And, okay, so you offloaded some things, which is always kind of difficult. And you're ready to kind of like jump over here into your new life. But sometimes it takes a little time for those things that are going to be part of our new chapter in life to actually come onto our path. So while you're waiting for those new things to come in, you're kind of like stuck in between. And at times it can make us feel like, am I on the right path? Should I have really let go of that person or that situation or that job? A lot of times people get here and then they run back to the past, right? Because it's kind of like, oh, well, I don't have anything new to replace all that old. Well, I'll just go back, to where I was. But it's like, no, just hang out here. Just realize that there's some good things coming onto your path. It's just they're not ready yet. And it's about you just realizing, yes, you're on the right path and you have a lot of wonderful new stuff coming your way. Just give it a little time. Take a nap. It's that kind of energy. Okay, so let's see what we have with your Wisdom Oracle card. Okay, we have the Orphaned, and that can be very much this energy when you're in this land between, when I was a kid, we moved a lot because of my father's work, and I always remember, and this is so weird that this is coming up, but I get the sense, like when I'd be in, say, one school, I would meet friends and I would, know the teachers and everything like that. And then it'd be time to move. right? But when I went to the new school, I didn't really have any friends. I didn't know the teachers. There was so much new. And really, when I was at that new school, I was really kind of in this land in between, right? Because you have this transitional period where you may actually be at the new school or in your new job or in perhaps looking for a new relationship, but you're not really comfortable with it yet. And it's really that. It's just that you're not comfortable with it. So that's when, like a lot of people, I couldn't do this as a kid, would go back to the old because you're kind of feeling right now, well, I don't feel like I truly fit in my new world yet. But that's because that's part of the transition. Now, I also think it's interesting because when I was pulling this card, I also had this card. And I feel like you're on the right path. Look at this. Come to the edge is the same as choosing your path. It's that fool's energy of stepping into the new path. I get the sense, because I feel like my guides are kind of concerned, maybe this won't resonate with everybody, that a lot of you are here and you're kind of thinking about going back. It's kind of like, I don't know why this is coming up. It's like, perhaps you've been on a diet for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. And you're trying to lose 10 pounds and maybe, you've only lost a pound or two in 3 weeks, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just going to go back to my old eating habits. This is, ridiculous. But it's kind of like, no. Stay with it. Stay with it. This path is opening up. There's going to be good things coming your way. It's just, you just need to give it a little bit more time. I get the sense that you're just kind of a little bit impatient. You want the new to start, and you want it to start now. It's this sense of, this is taking too long. Oh, I've been there. I've been there, Sag. Okay, so we're going to take a look with the Tarot. We're going to take a look at your present energy, areas of resistance. I want to make sure you can see these. Present energy, area of resistance or obstacles, advice from spirit, and then the outcome if you take the advice. But Sag, you have free will. You can do whatever it is that you feel is best for you. So your present energy is the Six of Swords, trying to move on. I really get the sense that you are trying to move on from something in the past, or, just something that you've kind of let go and you're trying to move forward. I get the sense that it's taking a long time. It's like this, you're on this cloud and it's moving along really slowly. You're trying to figure out, where am I going to land? Your area of resistance or your obstacle is Ace of Wands. You're looking for that fresh start, that new idea, that new relationship, that new job. You're looking for the new. And it's just, I just really, once again, get the sense it's just taking so long. Okay, so here's your advice. 3 of Cups. Celebrate what you have let go. Celebrate what you want to come in. It's about just kind of almost like raising your vibration and just getting ready to celebrate. I get the true sense that you have wonderful things coming onto your path. It's about just getting ready. Yeah, look at Emperor. So for some of you, if you are trying to start a new business or a new career or a new job, look at you, right? The Emperor is somebody that's really savvy at business, definitely has the money coming in, the abundance flowing, in control of your life. Like right now, sometimes when you're in this transition period, you feel like you don't have any control of your life. I was like, it's always so hard. It is always so hard. But it's about like just sticking with it. Have you ever started a new exercise routine, or I don't know, anything new, a new habit? And it's kind of like, yeah, the first couple of days you're really excited about it. And then, it's like, oh my goodness, am I really going to have to do 100 push-ups every single day for the rest of my life? It's like your ego starts kicking in and saying, oh, really? Are you really going to do this? And you're like, yeah, I really am. I'm really going to do this. On the bottom, High Priestess. Yes. Sag, this is what you need to do. You know that the whole path is, kind of hidden from you because, she has these drapes are kind of like hiding. You don't have the clear vision, but you just know it's going to work out. You just have to stick with it. Yeah, it's a really nice energy. They also are pointing out that for some of you, you may have like gone on your own path, your own journey, your new way. And there could be people around you that are feeling orphaned and are almost like trying to pull you back, to the past. Sometimes that can happen. It kind of, here you are, you're on this cloud, you're trying to move forward, but there, it's a black cloud. Like there's something that's almost like tainting this. And when we step onto a new path, we do need that like energy, that motivation, right? That c'est la vie type of energy. And it's kind of like, something's bringing you down. It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go clarify these so we can get a clearer picture of what's going on. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, this was a painful ending. This is something that definitely had a lot of burdens to it. And I feel like you may be even still feeling the burdens. You have the strength. This is the under the deck. So, this was something that is burdensome. But you're stepping into this energy of a new beginning. You have the strength to stick with this and to move forward. It is going to be something that either brings you new love or that you are going to love. Really nice. So let's take a look. This is what you're moving on from. And this is why it's a black cloud. Is because there is a lot of pain here. You have the Ten of Swords. Very painful ending. And it's something that you're having a hard time breaking free of with the devil. This could be, a situation where, you may have, a habit or, a habit to the form that it's something that really controls you. Okay, so maybe you look at your social media all the time, or you spend a lot of time, I don't know, watching TV or playing video games or shopping online, or, it could be even an addiction to, a substance or food or something like that. It's something that you're trying to end, trying to walk away from, or a situation or relationship that you were almost like addicted to. The devil card is like codependency. If it was a relationship, it was codependent. And you're trying to move on from it. You could even have, this person, with the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is usually a pretty good energy, but the Knight of Cups in this deck, to me, is kind of a little bit of a player energy. And somebody that could be really kind of playing with your mind, and especially with this orphaned energy. Almost kind of, I get the sense of somebody, especially with this devil here, very manipulative, using love or the heartstrings to kind of pull you back to something from the past. And it could be, it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be an employer. It could be a family member. It could be somebody that, you are trying to move on from, but having a difficult time doing it. Because it's not like they're embracing your wanting to move forward. They're trying to hold you back. They're not celebrating. They're not celebrating you moving forward. It's, and I think for some of you, you may even have friends or family, like if you've been trying to leave, Yeah, and then this popped out. I think for a lot of you, this was like somebody that was a soulmate, perhaps even a twin flame. This card a lot of times to me means a twin flame. This is a person that you feel extremely magnetically connected to. And I say that because look at the hands are, creating all of this magnetic connection. It's definitely a codependent situation. And it's like really difficult for you to move on from that because, and especially if it's twin flame connection, it's like you're connected at the soul level. And it's really hard to move on from that energy. You're moving on, but it's going so slowly that at times you just feel like I'm going to run back to the past. I don't have the energy or the stamina to, to hold on. But Spirit is definitely saying, yes, you do. Okay, so, oh my goodness, yeah. Interesting. We're getting a lot of tens, so the Two of Swords. I really feel like a lot of you are in this land in between and you're thinking about going back to the past. To whatever, the past is. A past romantic connection, past job, past whatever. But here's the thing, is that with the Two of Swords, it's about, she has the blindfold on and she's trying to fight these birds off. She's trying to fight them off, but she can't even see them. It's about taking the blindfold off and looking at the birds, like in the eye. Like if you looked at the birds in the eye, they would just fly away, right? But it's kind of like they know, and the birds are representing your fears. It's kind of like, I don't want to see this situation clearly. And it's kind of like, no, you need to take the blindfold off and see the situation for what it is. See this situation for how toxic it really is. It's almost like this situation with the Ten of Swords is, soul sucking, whatever that means to you, because they're giving me that word, like, just almost like sucking you dry. Whether it's a job or a relationship or whatever, it's like taking the life out of you. That's what they're giving me. And here you are, this is your obstacle. You're looking for that fresh new start. It's like, I think, for some of you, maybe even praying or asking your angels or spirit guides, where is this new start? I got to get this new start going. For some of you, if you're trying to start a new business, right? And you're kind of like, it's just not getting off the ground. I need a little help here. You may be focusing on the external, trying to get something, because here you have the Ten of Wands. Putting down this burden is really difficult. This is your obstacle, your area of resistance. You're looking for this inspiration and you want something that is long-term. You could have thought that, this person from the past was, your long-term, or this job from the past was your long-term. And it's kind of like, it's almost like because it was something that you thought was long-term, or you may have even been married to this person, or been in the situation for a very long time. And it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like I can't break free of it. It's like a habit that you can't kick. Like a bad habit. My mother was a smoker. and she really tried to quit smoking. And it took her the third time to quit smoking. Each time she would quit for a little bit longer, and finally the third time she was able to quit. But it's kind of like, I get that sense, like, for some of you, you may run back to this person or this situation and then leave again, and then go back and then leave again. And it's kind of like Spirit's really telling you, this is the time. You need to really walk away from it this time. You need to really end this and then celebrate leaving. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Oh, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands. Lovely energy. Yeah, I really get the sense that you need to celebrate walking away. Like, I think what they're trying to tell me is that you're not recognizing your strength in walking away from this person or this situation or this habit. You're not celebrating it. Like, you're almost kind of like, like what I was saying about, you start doing sit-ups or push-ups. Like, oh, I'm going to do 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups a day. And you're great, the first 2 or 3 days. And then your muscles are really aching. You're like, am I really going to do this for the rest of my life? Like, seriously? And it's kind of like Spirit is saying you got to change your perspective and you got to say, look at me. I'm doing 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups every single day. Like, you may have to celebrate yourself, celebrate your success, and just really kind of like get into that energy of, look at what I'm doing. Look at me. Give yourself a high five. It's like, yeah. Like, really almost like keeping track of your progress and celebrating every little step, every single little step that you take to move away from this energy. Every day that you don't contact this person, or every day that you get through a day without smoking your cigarette or eating unhealthy or whatever it is, that's something to celebrate, and celebrate in a healthy way. But give yourself a gold star for the day. Make a chart if you need to. Give yourself a gold star. Look at me. I got through another day. And if you have to, another hour or every minute, whatever it takes. Celebrate the little steps, because those little steps are going to come in to help you to move forward. Celebrating the every single step is going to help you to heal, to look at your options more clearly, to help clear out the confusion. And then we have the Page of Swords. It's like getting the information, getting the clarity about your options. Because right now, I feel like it's kind of like, you're in this land in between and you don't see your options. You're just kind of like, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to cross this bridge and then what? I got another big piece of land. I got to figure out all of this over here. Oh, maybe I'll just go back to the old way. No. Spirit is really, they are telling me you need to go forward. You need to. This is your chance. It's kind of like, yeah, it's time. Because when you do, guess what? You step into your Emperor energy. You take back your power. You get to create the world, the life that you want to. When you control whatever this is a relationship, a toxic relationship, a habit, a way of life, whatever it is, when you get into your Emperor energy, when you walk away from this and step into your Emperor energy, you overtake that toxic behavior or relationship or pattern, whatever it is. It's like you just step into a whole new world. It really is a new world for you. I think that what they're also telling me is that I think it's interesting. You have choose your path. You get to choose. Are you going back to the past or are you going forward? You get to choose your path. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like they're letting you know, if you go ahead, if you move forward, right, everything is possible. If you go back, your options are limited. You know what the past is. It's like the only way to get different possibilities, different options, different opportunities is to move forward. Okay, so yes. Oh, nice. Okay, Knight of Wands, taking action, taking that one step every single day that moves you forward. I went through something very difficult in my own life. And, I think, there are times when we really do need to admit that we need a professional assistance. And I did. I went to a therapist. And one of the best things she told me was that every day that I got up and got dressed and went to work was a win, right? It was a win because, the people or the situations that were trying to bring me down in life didn't win when I got up and I did those, things that are difficult, like getting up and getting dressed and going to work. And I really and truly did. I got a chart and I just put a gold star for every day I got up and I went to work. And it's about just, eventually it gets easier. The first day was hard, extremely hard. The second day was a little easier. The third day was a little easier. And it just like all of a sudden the momentum gets going in your favor and it just snowballs. And then all of a sudden you're kind of like, oh yeah, the alarm clock goes off and yeah, I'm just going to pop out of bed and go to work. But, it is difficult at first to overcome this anxiety, perhaps depression about what has occurred. It's hard to step into your emperor energy, right? When the situation may look kind of dire. You've taken the steps to leave a situation. If you're in the land in between, you've taken the steps to leave a situation, and it's about keep going forward, even though this may be a difficult time. Getting clarity, setting healthy boundaries, coming up with strategies so that you don't go back to whatever this toxic situation or habit or pattern is. It's about getting really clear. What's going to prevent you from doing that? And then putting that into place. Finding the people that can help you or, the gold star chart, whatever it is that you need. This is, the Queen of Swords is your energy. Stepping into that energy of knowing, hey, I am moving forward. You look at the Queen of Swords, she's not looking back. What is she doing? She's only looking forward. She's plotting, she's planning, she's strategizing. She is moving forward so that she can have control of the situation and not allow the situation to control her. And sometimes that's really hard. All you have to do is celebrate your one step that you take every day. Giving yourself that gold star for that day, or the situation when you said no, and just moving forward one day at a time. And celebrating it, really and truly celebrating it, because that's a win. And celebrate your little wins, because those little wins start snowballing and they become bigger wins. And then those bigger wins become even bigger wins. And before you know it, you're the emperor and you're controlling your life, and your life or people or substances or toxicity isn't controlling you anymore. You are controlling it. And it's about taking that first step. Just take the first step. And here, 3 of Pentacles, finding the people that you may need to help you along the way. Because look at this. You're going to be celebrating your light and your path. The 4 of Wands is about celebrating victory, and the Star is about hope, looking towards the future. Recognizing your own light and really embracing it. Really nice energy, Leo. I'm sorry, you are not Leo. You are Sag. Oh, you may be dealing with a Leo. Leo had somewhat of a similar reading, I'll say. So you could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, here is your creativity oracle card. Secrets. Conceal plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. I think that this is really interesting, because for some of you, this may not resonate with everybody, but for some of you, you may be, really having to keep your plan of action to move forward more of a secret. And the reason is that, you know, they're concerned. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to change, to grow, to progress, because they're afraid they're going to be left behind. But this is definitely a message that you are to move forward. And for some of you, you just may need to keep that to yourself. You know, even if it's like you're going on a diet or you're starting a new exercise routine, like, you know, it doesn't matter how big or how little your change that you want to make is. It's about just doing it. And doing it for you. I really feel like there's a sense of doing it for you and not, you know, you just may have people around you that just don't support your growth, your progress. But you're definitely on, you know that this is for your higher good. You know this is something that you need to do. Underneath that is death. You're transforming. You're moving into something that is so much better for you. And the Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. This is, you know, what you put your time and energy into. Look at this. Is going to bring you abundance. You're going to have your wishes, your dreams come true. You have the strength to do it. And you have the strength to overcome this toxic pattern, situation, relationship. The Devil card is coming up again. You know, they're really letting me know you do have the strength to overcome this. Okay, so let's go to your Lover's Oracle card. And I'll have to say, I'm sending out a big hug to you because I feel like some of you are going through something difficult. Okay, so this is your Lover's Oracle card, and it says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And I really do love this because I feel like there is somebody or some people around you that are feeling that you're leaving them behind. And if you need to leave them behind, that's part of your journey. Like, your journey is not about making other people happy. Your journey is about you and your soul's growth and your purpose. And it's about moving forward if moving forward is what your heart is telling you to do. And there could be people or situations around you that are trying to either, you know, guilt you, shame you, whatever, into staying small. I'm getting that. Into staying small, because you have the Emperor and you are about to really step onto a much bigger platform. Wow. Really very spiritually based reading here. And I do hope that you enjoyed it, Sag. I hope you do. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. But I do send you much love and light in this situation, in particular, because I think that this is a difficult situation. Lots of hugs out to you. And I do hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.